Good morning, world. I have not had bigger news to share with you yet. Now, I'm saying some kind of unique things here on YouTube, and it's going further than I imagined. I am loving the response I'm getting from you guys. I'm loving the speed at which subscribers are subscribing to this channel. It really just tells me that you guys want to hear more of this. You guys want to know what we're up to, and you want the news we have to share. The work I do, I can do it in absolute silence, and I have for a long time before I started publishing these videos. So the thing that keeps me publishing these videos is you guys telling me that you want me to keep publishing these videos. That's what I want to hear. Otherwise I can spend my time doing more focused work in whatever it is I want to do. And the news is that the shift has begun. It's already started. What I've been doing for the last few years is working against the dark side to let them derail this planet's future. And you can see it in all of the crazy laws that they keep writing and all of the crazy mandates they keep pushing forward for our safety, for our health. We all know what that story is about. But the team went out last night, our astral travel team, and we saw something that I just never thought, I never dreamed that we'd reach this point, but we're here. We're here, the shift has begun. Usually I'll talk to Gaia or the Sun or the Galactic Federation of Light and ask them what the most immediate problem is to solve, and then our team would go out and solve that. And and my videos are all about that, telling the stories of what our team's done. But Gaia had no missions for us. The Sun had no missions for us. Galactic Federation of Light had no missions for us. It's because the fighting's over. And now we've got a period of 16 to 18 months where I think something totally unprecedented is going to occur. Now, I have talked about timelines a bit in this channel, and what we're looking at is a phenomenon that I've never seen before. But we have global timelines that are finally reaching that point of divergence, where the split occurs, where all the people who have chosen to go to a technocratic control society are taking the left path, and everybody who wants the human renaissance goes on the right path. Don't doubt that it's a renaissance. Don't doubt that we've been suppressed. Don't doubt that we've been lied to consistently for as long as I've been alive. I'm a student of history, and when you really analyze what everything that's come out of the tube in the last 50 years, well, not 50 yet, but 50 to 100 years, it's total nonsense. It's total nonsense. And what we're looking forward to is a world where that does not occur. A world where our leaders are trustable, where they want to take us to a good place, where their vision is not to line their own pockets and join the most elite clubs. Their vision is actually for humanity to grow and flourish. And the freedom that occurs once the money game starts to unravel and once the legal game starts to unravel will be phenomenal. All of the technologies that have been suppressed, all of the patents that have been bought up and never used, of all of the inventions that would make this earth great, that would actually end the population pressure that the dark side say is the reasoning for this. Just as usual, they create the problem and then present the solution that doesn't help anybody. Now, a few people have linked this to the Cern firing on June 5. Okay, I see this video from Elizabeth April, right? She's pretty good. What she says is pretty clear, pretty direct. And what she's talking about is that Cern has the function of Cern, whereas in the past it created the Mandela effect when they fired that big, large hadron collider. It merged two timelines and collapsed them. And she's seeing them split again, but that that this is a product of Cern, and it is and it isn't. Like the Cern firing on June 5 was the last possible attempt that the dark side had of recapturing control of the timelines, of recapturing control of this Earth. If you watch my video on it, our team went out there and stopped that from happening. And so as soon as their last card was played, then the timelines split. Then their battle was over, our battle was over. There's going to be a fair bit more debate about it, but this is my 2 cents on the topic. And I really look forward to seeing what you've got to say about it in the comments. Why am I not rejoicing at this? It's because these next 16 to 18 months are going to be messy. They're going to be so messy. We know that spite was within the realms of the dark side's work. And since they don't get to keep this planet, they're going to be incredibly spiteful to the people who do. What does that spite look like? It looks like mayhem and death, starvation, destruction, rioting. It's not going to be easy at all. There were large fleets that left the system in the last week because these timelines closed. But the guys who are stuck here, the ones who know that they're going to hell in the most literal sense, in the absolute most literal sense, that this split in the earth, some people are going to hell and some people are going to heaven. And now that they know that that's the case, they're going to act up and we're going to see all sorts of craziness. I'm going to talk more about these future timelines, but right now we can expect chaos because of the government, and then there's going to be time because of chaos without a government, and then things will level out. But this is a 14 or an 18-month journey that we're about to go on, and our team will work to shorten that time. And I really hope we can. But whoa, is this going to get messy? You're starting to see, well, Sri Lanka's descended into riots. There's been more people marching in more streets all over the world in the last couple of years than ever before at any time. Our trust in government has reached zero. It's just a matter of time before we push them out. I was always a big fan of the South American way of dealing with this, which is called defenestration. Now, the word fenestra is the key word of defenestration. But what happened in a lot of South American revolutions is they would take the politicians up to the top level of the parliament and throw them out the window, de fenestra. And I'm kind of looking forward to seeing that happen. I think it's overdue. And I think we've been putting up with a lot here. I'm sure it'll shorten the time of chaos as soon as people stop listening to them. As soon as people realize that, this is the conundrum that really got me. Like, nobody can name a single politician they trust, yet they listen to the government as a whole. Right? These guys are scumbags and liars and thieves. They lie to us constantly and steal from us constantly and control and corral us constantly. They treat us like cattle. And as soon as they've gone, I just wonder what freedom will look like. I wonder what humanity will do with itself. It's going to be very entertaining. It's going to be a fun next 50 years. Think about the Renaissance. Think about everything being easy. And instead of waking up in the morning and going to your grind to pay your bills and your taxes and look after your mortgage, that's not going to happen. The impetus to push into almost meaningless jobs, it's going to stop. There's going to be no reason to do them. I can just foresee a time where the key motivation is desire and passion and enjoyment in achieving the things you're trying to achieve, inventing the things you're trying to invent and building the kind of things you want to build. See a time of beauty and joy and playfulness and relaxedness. I did promise you guys a video on pan-galactic demons, but I thought this was bigger news. That one will be coming up. This video was going to be about that, but instead, this is just too big. This is a major shift in non-physical politics. major shift in the environment, a major shift in our future. If you watched all the way to the end of this video, it probably means you like the gibber I jabber, or the talk that I'm talking. So subscribe to the channel, all right? It really helps me a lot. And it makes it clear to me that that the community at large wants me to keep doing this. So, subscriptions mean something. So my final message is one of incredible hope, and knowing that everybody's already made their decision. There's no need to convert anybody any further. There's no need to convince anybody any further. We looked at all of those poor people who got the jab, and it seems that the requirements to cross over back into the Renaissance timeline are so high that it can be done if you start now and if you do nothing else. But so far, the requirements have been so high, nobody has crossed over yet. And we don't expect more than 6 people to do it. So people have made their choice. The deadline's over. And know that even though our team is very talented at destroying darkness and taking down some of those big evil monsters, our team's job is not finished. We will still be working to secure a better and better and better future for humanity. Naturally, the next project we'll engage in is the pangalactic demons that are here. There are 18, but I'll put all of that in more detail in another video. But I just know that Earth will be a happier place without them. But the next phase of our work will be to be advised. We'll let you know. But our job this is probably the best job I've had in years. I love it. Absolutely love it. Couldn't think of a better thing to be doing with my days. It's the for shiz. Yeah, it's what gets me out of bed in the morning. So I love you all, and I really hope the best for everybody. Ciao for now. Bye-bye.